During the Jedi Archive scene in Episode 2, we saw multiple busts of past Jedi, with one being Dooku himself, but who is this group of Jedi? Well, these are the Lost 20, multiple different masters who left the Jedi Order over the years from personal differences with them. Today in this video, I'll be explaining the importance of the Lost 20, every single Jedi we know from them, and at the same time, taking a behind the scenes look at the deleted scene that all of this started from. And while I'm sure Anakin would like to count himself as one of the Lost 20, it's too bad he's not actually a Jedi Master.
What? How can you do this?
So the Lost 20 was a group of 20 Jedi Masters who renounced their allegiance to the Jedi Order at various times in its history. Every member of the Lost 20 had forsaken the Order after becoming disillusioned about its principles, indeed the Order's very way of life, according to the Jedi Master Eula Braylon, who served at the Jedi High Council. Along with the most venerable masters, the Lost were remembered in the form of bronzium busts in the Jedi Archives, a reminder of the Jedi's greatest failures, though the Jedi did not fault the individuals for leaving, regarding the statues as a reminder that the Jedi were not perfect, and that sometimes they might fail to provide a Jedi with what they might seek out for life. Each bust's pedestal listed the great deeds of the Master it commemorated, but not the reason he or she left the Order. One of the earliest members of the Lost 20 was the Umbaran Jedi Master Phanius, who eventually became Darth Ruin, and Phanius gained notoriety within the Jedi Order due to his prominently self-centered philosophy, the idea that his very will superseded everything in existence. At odds with the Jedi tenets, Phanius eventually abandoned the Order in pursuit of his own individualistic ideology, steering him towards the dark side and leading him on an alternate path, the way of the Sith. Intent on reviving the Sith into a new empire, Phanius rallied various surviving Sith clans under his banner. The former Jedi Master then declared himself a Dark Lord of the Sith under the new identity of Darth Ruin, simultaneously converting 50 additional Jedi in the Fourth Great Schism. So I guess after this, there was more like a Lost 50 than a Lost 10. Later on, Jedi Master Keeve Trennis left the Order in what Grandmaster Yoda recalled to be a sad event. Keeve Trennis was a human female Jedi Master who lived during the High Republic era. The Padawan of the Trandoshan Jedi Master Skier, Trennis rose to the rank of Jedi Knight in 232 BBY after saving a city of diminutive Zimpi on the planet Shura-Din from spacefaring Ridadi. She found herself stationed aboard the newly christened Starlight Beacon, a Republic space station that stood as a symbol of hope and prosperity in the Outer Rim territories. Although she had great skills, Trennis harbored feelings of self-doubt while stationed on the beacon. Nevertheless, she resolved to be the best Jedi she could be while in service to the Order. Later, she would become a Jedi Master before then leaving the Jedi, becoming another member of the Lost. During the late era of the Galactic Republic, Jedi Master Dooku became disillusioned with the corruption in the Galactic Senate as well as the traditions of the Jedi. In 42 BBY, Dooku left the Order and returned to his homeworld Sereno, where he reclaimed his title of Count and heritage as a nobleman after overthrowing his corrupt brother Ramil. And if you want to end corruption like Dooku, then hit that subscribe button so that all of the money goes to me rather than corrupt people. How do you know I'm not corrupt? Trust me, I'm not. But Dooku's former peers believed his decision was misguided, but still held him in high esteem. However, the Count of Sereno began to secretly conspire with the Sith Darth Sidious. after the death of his former Padawan Qui-Gon Jinn at the Battle of Naboo in 32 BBY, and following the duel in the works which saw the death of Jedi Master Yaddle, Dooku embraced the dark side of the Force and adopted the name of Darth Tyrannus upon fully becoming the Sith apprentice of Darth Sidious. And as cool as I think Dooku is, after killing Yaddle like that, I don't think I can really call myself a Count Dooku fan anymore.
It's treason, then.
Publicly, he retained his former identity while serving as the face of a secessionist movement, which would develop into the secession of thousands of disgruntled star systems from the Republic into the Confederacy of Independent Systems and the beginning of the 3-year-long Clone Wars. But who is the 21st Lost Jedi that many are unaware of that came around later? Well, during the Clone Wars, Jedi Knight Bardan Jusik, disenchanted with the Republic and the Jedi's treatment of their clone soldiers, and believing it to not be the Jedi way, also left the Order, though he was not counted as a member of the Lost 20 because he was not yet a Master. Darth Sidious later jotted down notes about the 20 in the Book of Sith under Sorzus Sin's diary section on the First Great Schism, where he mentioned that the Lost 20 were examples of Jedi who left the Order yet did not become combatants, while expressing his disgust at their philosophies being retained. Despite never achieving the rank of Jedi Master, Darth Vader considered himself to be the 21st member of the Lost and declared himself as such to a dying Jedi Master Rowan's shrine after their duel on Kashyyyk. But looking at the behind-the-scenes explanation for the Lost 20, this was originally introduced in a deleted scene of the 2002 Star Wars film, Star Wars Episode II: Attack of the Clones. In the scene, likewise titled The Lost 20, the Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi, while searching through the Jedi archives, observed the bust of Dooku alongside the librarian Jocasta Nu. The pair discussed Dooku's departure from the Order and his recent resurfacing as the leader of the Separatist movement.
He has a very powerful face, doesn't he? He was one of the most brilliant Jedi I've had the privilege of knowing.
I never understood why he quit.
Well, one might say he was always a bit out of step with the decisions of the Council. Much like your old master, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Really?
Oh, yes, they were very individual thinkers. Idealists. In the end, I think he left because he lost faith in the Republic. He disappeared for 9 or 10 years and turned up recently as head of the Separatist movement.
It's very interesting. I'm not sure I completely understand.
Well, you didn't call me over here for a history lesson. Are you having a problem, Master?
According to Pablo Hellman on the Star Wars Episode II: Attack of the Clones DVD commentary, during the scene where Obi-Wan Kenobi speaks to Jocasta Nu, the room includes busts of himself, George Lucas, Rob Coleman, and John Knoll. It is not known whether any of these 4 crew members were meant to represent any of the Lost 20. But real quick, here's the Christian advice of this video. If you want to get back to learning about the Lost 20, then you can skip to this time right here. Now today I want to talk about a lesson I heard the other day, which I found to be very insightful, and that is that if you're going through something very difficult right now, if there's a lot of work ahead of you that you don't know if you're going to be able to do, you don't feel like you have the strength to do it, then know that suffering builds perseverance. So that's all I have to say for today, but yeah, think about it. The more you suffer, the more you're going to be able to persevere in the future, and therefore that might actually make you feel a little bit better moving into whatever you're going through now. Now, getting back to the video, just a quick reminder that you can check out the spring merch drop on my channel in the store section, because we got some really cool things on there, like this Christian hoodie that says "Away from me, Satan," with a hand with the hole representing where Jesus was, of course, nailed on the cross. So I think there are some really cool items on there, and you should definitely check it out. But yeah, back to the video. Overall, there are only 3 known members of the Lost 20, with Anakin Skywalker being the 4th, if we are even counting him, and those 3 are Jedi Master Phanius, Keeve Trennis, and of course, Count Dooku. Based off of images we have of potential members of the Lost 20 in the background of the movies and comics, we can see that there was potentially a Basilisk Jedi like Pong Krell and also a Rhodian Jedi as well. I find this to be a very interesting concept because of how the Jedi wanted to acknowledge their imperfections rather than to hide from them. To me, this fits very well with the stoic nature of the Jedi, something I wish we saw more of during their height of power. And if you liked this video, then you might also like this one, where we looked at the 20 most skilled duelists in Star Wars, which, crazy enough, also included Dooku. But yeah, see ya.